Just kill a fly. Thinks he's gonna be on a podcast, and then BAM! Nail his ass!
How about a little bit of local news? First of all, the Alfred Sun addressing the Ukraine crisis. So I'm glad we're helping out.
You know, I read the New York Times coverage of the situation in the Ukraine, but it was weird. They didn't mention the Alfred Pickleball League.
I mean, right now, my brain is doing one of two things. As a comedian, I'm trying to think of something funny to say. As a New Zealander living in America, I'm going, the fuck is pickleball? How come I've never heard of it before?
Pickleball.
And the only thing my brain can get to is there's a ball, and then you have to, because there would be a challenge. You got to hold a pickle, and you got to hit a ball that's coming at you with it, because you've got to make sure that you hit it with enough force to hit the ball, but not so much force that the pickle snaps.
You got it.
That's it.
You got it.
I nailed it.
You nailed it.
Slippery suckers.
I just think it's funny. It's like, yeah, the Alfred Sun does want to talk about the Ukraine crisis, but I'm like, it's a local newspaper.
Yeah.
America's tightening sanctions, and Duke's Pizza is no longer serving Russian dressing.
I like.
It'd be like the equivalent of us all like finally speaking out on our Instagram. Like
It's like a celebrity doing a little song to fix everything, isn't it? I don't know, but some people have shown up for a come in.
all right.
Welcome.
Come in, please. You guys are now the front row.
right.
Welcome. Come, have a seat. It's all right. It's totally fine. I was like, where is everybody at? I had 20 people book on Eventbrite, and the only people who were here up until you guys showing up were the staff. But that's good.
They're still at the Rosebud.
There are other people who are supposed to be coming here.
Yeah.
The Rosebud. What's the Rosebud?
Let me ask a question. What does fucking 7 o'clock mean to you guys? Just nothing.
Colored people time?
Huh?
It's true. You know what colored people time is?
Colored people time.
Yeah.
CP time.
I am not qualified to speak on that.
He's from New Zealand. He doesn't know all the cultural touchstones.
We're reviewing the local news. For those of you who just arrived, I'm from New Zealand. I am sharing my findings on American culture with 2 American comedians.
Nice.
The Alfred Sun had a recipe for broccoli salad from a recipe swap.
Ooh.
The recipe was very interesting to me. It said broccoli salad, 1 large head of broccoli broken into flowerets, and half a pound of bacon.
There we go.
What you've got there is not a broccoli salad. What you've got there is a bacon salad. That's what you have. You have a bacon salad. Because then there was the dressing, which was 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. So what you've mainly got here is you've got mayonnaise and bacon. It's not a broccoli salad. This is bacon paste, is what you've made.
And you know, I know a hack to make this salad even more delicious. You replace that head of broccoli with bacon. You guessed it. Throw a couple hoagie rolls in there.
It's like a recipe that used to belong to like a lovely little old lady in town who passed away several years ago. And I think we all know how she died.
Bacon poisoning.
They also had a little story about Alfred Armin hiring 2 bus drivers. The salary for each will be $14.90 an hour. And I just want to say that with us struggling for a $15 minimum wage, $14.90 seems like a bit of a slap in the face, doesn't it? Like, just throw in the other 10 cents at that point. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're deliberately going, we're not going to do it.
If I was the bus driver, it'd be like, you're giving me 90 cents? All right, I will get 90% of the kids home. If you want to up that to 100%, I'm going to need that dime.
Are both bus drivers alcoholics, or is that the anonymous part of
AA.
do we know or do we not know?
AA is hiring bus drivers now. As long as you've got your token, you can get on the bus.
Great.
You know.
For that, I would only pay them $14.90.
Do you know what, though? If the person that was driving my kid's school bus was drunk, I understand. Like, if I had to have 25 kids behind me, you know what? If I had to have someone looking after my child and 24 other children at the same time, I would want them to be drunk.
Just a little bit.
They'd be like, if I was sober, I would drive this bus right off a cliff. The only way I could do it is with this giant margarita.
Also, how's this? They actually name the bus drivers in the article and how much they're getting paid.
Yeah,
like, is that a
well.
thing that you do? You go, we've just hired, like McDonald's don't do that. They don't go, oh, we've hired a new guy to do the French fries. Better call the Alfred Sun. Yeah, could you say Donald Simpkins is going to be getting $13.20 an hour to do the fries, please? And the Alfred Sun, they also announced there was going to be a superhero party planned for March 19th. And the only notes that I had for this was what is the Alfred superhero and what crime is he fighting? Like, if Spider-Man was in this town, he'd have no buildings to swing on. He'd just be there going, what do I do? I guess I just jog. I guess I'm just jogging man here.
I feel like we could just have a hero.
Right.
We don't even need a superhero. I think just a hero would work.
Right.
Nothing super about.
Could just be a guy, honestly.
Just a dude.
Somebody's
Just a
dad.
dude.
Do you know what? Just a bus driver.
Side job.
Yeah, just 2 bus drivers.
Just
getting
2.
paid slightly less than minimum
If
wage.
they were making $15, they'd be super, but $14.90, they're just heroes.
Yeah.
But they're having a party together here in Alfred.
It's probably a trap.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
Ooh, superhero party. Clang, giant cage.
I got you.
It is I, your nemesis.
Alfred. It's Alfred.
It's
It is
Alfred.
I, Alfred. Oh, there too. It's obviously Batman's coming because this town is his butler. All right, I'm going to move on.
Keep going. We're hitting comedy gold.
Thanks.
Keep riffing.
Hey, folks, just a little bit of a pledge drive here. We're trying to do serialized weekly content here in Alfred, New York. The goal is that we do a live show every week. Maybe one day we have, I don't know, double digits worth of an audience here. And the entire thing would be crowdfunded by donations from you, the good people who decide to come out and support or watch this online if I ever have a recording that's good enough to put out. And I thought to myself, Steve, is this even possible? Is it even possible in the town of Alfred to be able to financially sustain one show a week? And then I looked in the Alfred Church directory and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 churches in Alfred, New York. And if a church can sustain itself on one show a week, so can I.
Sheesh.
Those 20 churches weren't in the Alfred.
They're in the Alfred area church directory.
Area.
Really only 5. And I suppose encompassing the area.
Okay, but the joke that I'm doing is that if they can sustain themselves on one show a week,
So
so can I.
Well,
Right? That's the gag.
Well, Steve, what you need to do is, first of all, you need to serve free grape juice. And then you also need to promise people eternal life. So
Can't do that. Can't.
you need broccoli salad. That's what you need. You need a little buffet with some old ladies broccoli salad.
Well, I don't need a buffet. I think what I would do is just have a
Softball
tube
team.
and you kind of like pull a lever and it just puts like bacon and mayonnaise paste just comes out
just like a
into a little
saucer.
cup.
All right, I would do that.
I love getting heckled with facts.
Well, there's actually 5 in the
It's actually technically
all-
5.
unfurls a large map. Flip. This is the almond area.
It's a bunch. There's a bunch of churches there.
Bunch.
It's a lot. I had something else I was going to say, but I forgot what it was. It probably wasn't that important. Support your local comedy and your local churches. Support them all.